evening, folks. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Spilling Tea. This is Tiffany Daniels, also known as the Lady Autist. Now, I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I did kind of get caught up. I was watching Netflix, finally bought the bullet and watched Cobra Kai. If you're into things like The Karate Kid, by the way, I highly recommend it, and 1,000 times better than the cheesy Karate Kid. Let's face it. I mean, a little cheese is good and all, and I might watch it later for nostalgia, but really not the topic of this, so moving on. Excuse me. So, folks, now the press, at least some of them, are continuing to stay on AH's side in regards to the donations. Shocker, right? Real shocker. We already know about E-Online, and there's been a few others, although Deadline seems to be slowly waking up. So let's rehash your claims. I know we've gone over them within the last couple of videos, but what they are claiming is that the reason why she did not make the full donations is because of the legal battle between her and JD, and that she needs money to fend off his false allegations, right? Well, let's dig into this. Sure. Okay? Sorry, you can hear him in the background. Church is kind of misbehaving. Anyways, as I was saying, if you look at it, she received her full amount of the installments from the divorce settlement back in 2018. JD did not start with the... Hold on, give me a moment. My brain kind of turned off a minute. He did not start with the defamation case until 2019. So, we're looking at least 1 year, if not 2, after she received the full settlement amount, right? So, where is the money from that time period? Now, also, we have the clips, where she stated on a German television show that she, and I use the words again, donated. I will keep hammering this. Donated, as in past tense, as in the full amount had already been paid. So the few media outlets still on her side, I gotta assume that's due to her PR team, but the few media outlets that are still on her side is willfully ignoring the fact that she used past tense language, and, shocker among all shockers, it's all Johnny's fault. Isn't it always? If there is an earthquake, it's JD's fault, according to her. Anything that goes wrong, it's JD's fault, according to her. I wouldn't be surprised if she wouldn't blame the problems of the economy on him. But these media outlets are some of the same that passed the narrative that she already donated it all. And they are assisting her in putting the blame at his door instead of owning up to the fact that she lied to them. Why are we not surprised, right? Well, what this video is about is it's telling you what we're up against. It's willful ignorance. It's narrative above all else. Narrative above all else to the point of stupidity. to the point of stupidity. These outlets are just looking like they are completely either A, in love with this woman, or B, their own pockets are getting a little greased. To use her terms, they're getting greased, right? How else do you explain, after the truth comes out, after what they reported, that they are still backing her? They are still going with her narrative in spite of their own freaking headlines. So, we are dealing with people that do not care whether she's being deceitful, do not care if she's lying, do not care that she is scamming children in a hospital. Now, for me, as a disabled person, unfortunately, this comes as no great shock to me. No great shock to me at all. Our community gets lied to, harassed, manipulated all the freaking time, but we also get lied about when they are willing to take either, for lack of a better term, a martyr parent or a big group like Autism Speaks over our own and hammer in the whole autism bad, autism evil, you should rather be dead than to have autism narrative they've been hammering in for years, even when the facts don't match. The narrative is so precious to them. This believe all women thing is so precious to them that they are willing to not only turn a blind eye, but double down on the wrong horse. So, what this means is we're not dealing with rational folks. We're not talking about people who can be presented facts and be reasoned with anymore. This, probably more than any other thing coming out, shows the true colors of those that are behind this woman. They don't care about facts. They don't care that she lied about those donations. They're going to ride that horse, use her voice, use her name, use her in order to destroy this straw man that they call the patriarchy. And they don't care if innocent people get caught in the crossfire. So, here's how we got to move on from here, with this being the case. We can't continue to engage with her stands. We can't continue to argue. We can't continue with chasing. We just can't continue with the way things are because these are not rational people. Anything that we say, they're going to twist. Anything that they can provoke out of us will be used to shut us down. Anything they can find on us, they're going to use against us. So, it's back to that policy I talked several videos back, a couple months ago, when I told you, ghost and block. This is that time. Ghost, block, and focus on the prize. Ghost, block, and focus on the prize. We can't continue to indulge these folks anymore. They have proven that they are not rational, logical folks who can be reasoned with. They have proven that They choose their narrative over that of human life. And yes, Miss Amby, that's what you're doing. You are choosing the narrative over human lives. And I just refuse to engage any further with anyone who can brush aside that these children were promised things when they needed them the most and had the rug ripped out from under them. Alright, so sorry about that rant, folks. That's really all I got for this evening. Now, if you could, as always, we don't get a lot of views on this channel, and the few that we do get do tend to be dismissed by, well, removed by YouTube. So if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the comments. I do thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.